Bow, what's the word? It's your boy Hurshside Dinero. You with No Limit Podcast, man. We outside, man. Your block is my block, man. What up?
They call me the GOAT. Baby know that I got flow. She mad cause the man is a joke. That pussy you poke. I get that shit wet, then I go. Won't call that bitch back in a month. She mad, she alone. So she won't answer the phone. Like Britney, she back in her zone. I don't do fitters, better call him Tyrone. If we ain't fucking, don't blow up my phone. Bitches, you stupid. Why your best friend think you Cupid? Ain't no love in my music. You throw an arrow and shoot him the bullet. I blame Ashanti for leaving y'all foolish.
Scale. I got a brick for sale. Who sent the mail? They sending packs in the mail. Nobody tell. I'm trying to duck 12. I feed the block. I just need my guap. They say sir getting a lot. Who spent the block? Hope they stop spinning the block. Niggas be making shit hot. Just flip the scale. I got a brick for sale. Who sent the mail? They sending packs in the mail. Nobody tell. I'm trying to duck 12. I feed the block. I just need my guap. They say sir getting a lot. Who spent the block? Hope they stop spinning the block. Niggas be making shit hot. The money calling, so they know I'm ballin'. They say he got clientele. Who did the scale? It's too many digit scales. I'm camping at Wishing Wells. Use coffee pots. Learned that from my pops. A quick way to make a lot. Who getting guap? They say they was getting guap. Well, put that shit in the pot. Watch you whip it up. Nigga, I'm with the stuff. Don't bring me no usher bucks. Money start getting up. Niggas start switching up. Knowing I'm getting up. Niggas be high. They ain't smoking on that file. Supplying that shit that make Bobby retire. Just for the L, put that shit in the sky. Got rid of P, now it's time to rewind. Just flip the scale. I got a brick for sale. Who sent the mail? They sending packs in the mail. Nobody tell. I'm trying to duck 12. I feed the block. I just need my guap. They say sir getting a lot. Who spent the block? Hope they stop spinning the block. Niggas be making shit hot. Just flip the scale. I got a brick for sale. Who sent the mail? They sending packs in the mail. Nobody tell. I'm trying to duck 12. I feed the block. I just need my guap. They say sir getting a lot. Who spent the block? Hope they stop spinning the block. Niggas be making shit hot.
You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen of the 757. This is the best podcast on the East Coast. You're now tuned in to the No Limit Show with your guy, Just Ed, D-Lo the Shogun, and right beside me I got
Ace fucking on me. You already know what it is. Big Smoke Ace.
You know what I'm saying? And other members, we got DJ YT and we got Germany Bad. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, we bring the best of the best of the best and a recurring guest of season 2 and 3, my guy, Hurshside, Dinero.
It's Hurshside.
You know what I'm saying? Long time coming. We didn't see him in events. We didn't see him on his own little tour. He didn't took his hiatus. And I would say congratulations because you are the first guest of the No Limit Podcast in the new facility. Congratulations. Ding, ding, ding.
Set the fucking tone. Let's go, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Set the fucking tone. But for the ones that do not know him, the fans and supporters that want to get to know him, bro, tell them who you are.
I'm Hurshside Dinero, man. Mr. New York himself, man. We outside.
You know what I'm saying? On top of that, bro, like, let's be honest. You took a hiatus.
Yeah.
What was the point of the hiatus, bro?
Sometimes you gotta. I ain't gonna lie. I was signed with DistroKid. Like, not signed with DistroKid, but all my distribution was with DistroKid. DistroKid not jacking your boy. They ain't fucking with me right now. They said my music too explicit and shit like that, so I had to go the whole new route. United Masters, what up, man?
So, I mean, this is a learning example for all the artists that do or portray music the way you portray it. So, is it too R-rated? Is it too information?
It's not the beats. It's not nothing. I own everything I put out. It's the content. Like right now, they trying to like shift the algorithm. They trying to get all that gangster rap. Let's say gangster rap, all that street rap. They trying to get that out of here. They trying to go with a different lane. So if you pushing that gangster rap, street rap, they like basically blackballing you. Like I got an email saying I was putting music out. Like, why this shit not dropping? I've been putting music out. It was about to have a song drop October 1st. I was supposed to have a song drop New Year's. I was supposed to have a song drop on my birthday. None of this shit come out. And it's saying pending, but I ain't getting no UPC code. Yeah, y'all might not know what that is. I'm not getting no UPC code. So now I go through my emails, start hitting people up. They saying they rather me be somebody else's problem than theirs. And it was a bunch of like police shit and a bunch of other shit going on.
So the music itself was just too raw. I mean, you got Digiscale right now that we listened to in the beginning. And I will say this.
I ain't have no problem since I dropped that. All my problems came after that.
But the video itself, the video is professional. It's raw.
It's graphic though.
It's graphic, but who else hasn't put out graphic content?
Exactly. But what's the difference though from me doing it and somebody else? I'm not saying I'm out here selling birds. I'm just putting it from the third eye, like the other people are the people that y'all see that niggas doing it, but y'all don't really know what the fuck going on. Like whole time, if y'all pay attention to Menace to Society, it's a scene when Kane was sitting down, nigga doing some work, and he started whipping up by himself. That's literally the whole shit I copied. I basically copied that. So y'all let that rock. That's a fucking motion film, a legendary movie. So
but then again, you gotta understand that movie came out in what 1990, 80. Like when did that movie come out? 1998. That was during the prolific of the drug scene.
We're still dealing with the drug scene though.
We are, and I think that's one of those things.
It's still around. People not trying to acknowledge it, but I'm just showing people what people not acknowledging. Y'all think it's gone. They still here. Yeah. That shit don't change. You still got the people like that every fucking day. That's the other. You got a whole bunch of rappers that rap how they rap, which is cool. I'm showing the other side of the shit they don't talk about, and I don't think the world can relate to that.
Is it the part of the world that you feel like hasn't evolved?
This is the real world.
I mean, yeah.
How many people you know? I ain't gonna say no name. How many people you know really drug dealers, like really selling drugs? But when they start rapping, you don't hear them rapping about nothing that you know they do on the regular basis. Because they commercialize. You feel me? But that's not how they get their coins to do what they need to do to give y'all the music they want.
I think people nowadays, they look at the bigger picture of it. Yeah. Like the streets is like startup money. Yeah. Like, you could be a millionaire off the streets, but that should be startup money for your bigger business. If you think about anybody that really went from street rapping or street talk to like major global known figures that can go on talk shows and shit like that, like 50 Cent, Jeezy, Rick Ross. Niggas really was doing it, but they took that street money, took it, put it in vitamin water,
They were still rapping. They were still rapping how I rap, technically.
They were.
Some of them were, but a lot of artists and I feel
it's just it depends. Go ahead.
Like they basically do this. Like they do that shit. Think about it. Future has told us plenty of times.
All the perkies.
Bro, if I was signed, it wouldn't be no issue. They would have. The label would have encouraged it and pushed it to where it wouldn't have been no red flags. But because I'm independent, I can't shoot the video. If Finesse 2 times was shooting the same video I shot, shit would have went global.
But he also would have got probably locked up too for breaking his probation or some shit.
I say, think about it. Like every artist that Gucci signed, the Icy Boys and whatnot that came out.
They had locked up.
10-17. All them dead or locked up. As soon as Fujiano came out and he started talking shit that we all could relate to, locked up. Pooh Shiesty after Back in Blood, locked up.
For real, if you think about it. And I think...
And it's also because you gotta think, Young Thug, they're using your lyrics against you.
Yeah, but they all had... we know that they're using the lyric part, but I'm talking about it just as far as the image of what people putting out is getting to the public. Pooh Shiesty and all them would have shot that same video, it would have been out. It wouldn't have been no flags, nothing. I got shadow banned on Instagram for that video.
I think it's easier to pluck those type of artists too, as well, because it's just like, I know you're on probation, and I know the guidelines and stipulations that you have, so you can't be around guns. All right, let's say they put that on you, but then again, they know you're a diehard in your set, so you gotta have some type of protection.
But who say this is your story? Who say what you rapping is your life? Who say you ain't grow up around somebody and you seen them doing that and you talking about something that they can't talk about?
But see, but then that kind of contradicts your artistry in a sense because that's what you're feeding
No,
off
it don't.
of.
No, it
You're,
don't.
you're feeding off to. You're
It
telling people
don't.
this is what I'm doing,
No,
but I'm not really doing
I can
it.
agree with you, Hurshside, on that one. Just because think about this: one of the greatest rappers, dead or alive, is Tupac. We can agree.
And look how much he's been exposed since he's been dead.
He rapped about,
His music don't
but
change
think
nothing.
about everything he saw. That's what he was rapping about.
Nas. He rapped about everything he saw.
Exactly.
When he
But
was
like
talking about
Nas
cocaine,
literally
cocaine
he-
flipping
that was
in
his
the
brother.
hallway
Yeah,
project,
but a
he was
lot
talking
of
about
that,
him.
but a
He was
lot
thinking
of
about- he
that
was
shit
talking about his
came in.
brother.
But a lot
And
of that
Fab
shit.
was talking about niggas dying and putting his out. That wasn't him. That was Paul Kane.
But a
Exactly.
lot of those artists back then came from a time where social media and really being exposed to everybody instead of just your set, instead of your hood. A lot of those artists back then didn't have to go through what you're going through right now. Like Hurshside can put out a dope ass song with a dope ass video.
Yeah.
And it could be about somebody else's life. It could be about your life, or you can entwine or make a story. You don't think that you put that shit out with a dope ass video, people ain't looking, the feds ain't looking like, who is this?
Got him.
Yeah,
Who is this?
they looking, but I got regular 9 to 5, bro. I work just like the next man. So when y'all looking, it's like think about it. 90% of these rappers we hear, they don't live this life. So when y'all portraying an image and the boys get on y'all, when they searching nothing, they find y'all, they look for y'all. When they find y'all, oh shit, he sit in the house to play the game all day. He work at Jiffy Lube's. He not doing nothing.
But sometimes people, and
If
I'm
he
not,
still
but
baiting,
them-
a
I'm
lot
not,
of
and
these
I'm not
rappers-
gonna lie to you.
But
I'm not
telling
trying to
you, them
expose
motherfuckers- them
nobody,
motherfuckers-
but
I'm trying to tell you,
But
them
nah, we not exposing
them niggas on the
but
game,
if
though.
you really was like, I'm only listening to you if I know for a fact that you really live how you rap, you're not listening to nobody. The music scene is over. Because the people that's doing it is not rapping it because they afraid of jail.
you really think the music scene is over? Like you talking about like the gangster rap,
If we take
hip
all the
hop
fake-
scene?
If we take all the fake, like, we put people in category, like, you saying some real shit, your song is hard, but we know you not living that life. We know you telling another person's story. You in this category now. We putting everybody that's really telling their life in this category, and that's the people we talking to. Half of them is dead and locked up. So,
Do you feel like those type of artists that do live that gutter, that underground, do they need a different type of platform? They need
Nah.
okay, so this is my idea. This is something that I've been thinking about. Please, 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 please. I know it's some gutter niggas that's gonna look at this or hear this and they're gonna try to take the idea that I'm getting at. But say we develop a platform for that type of music. Like back in the day when I was in middle school, high school, we had Dat Piff. You couldn't listen to those mixtapes that we listen to right now on YouTube.
none of
You
the
had to
main
go to
platforms want it no more. Like, it's becoming a problem where main platforms that everybody need don't want your shit. So now you have to get lit on X.
But I'm saying, what if you
can't use
could?
Twitter no more.
What
You can't
if
use
you
Instagram.
could? If somebody, and I'm saying maybe we do it with No Limit. We'll change it because we got a plethora of under No Limit. We got the No Limit podcast. We got No Limit bars. So what about if we did a No Limit underground where you could really speak your truth, and the entity or the company itself would just take that?
And do what with it?
No. When I'm saying
Can't
take
post
that,
it.
we gonna post
Why
it.
not?
Then they going to jail.
Why would you?
I would say certain people.
Exactly.
Certain people would. I'm not talking.
No,
I'm not.
I'm only saying
You get what
certain.
I'm saying,
No,
though?
but I'm saying certain people because they not thinking how you thinking right now. They not thinking, okay, I can give a message out, but I ain't gotta give,
Think about it. If I'm
I
really
ain't gotta
sitting
give
here
what-
selling bricks.
No,
Don't get me
but
wrong, I know niggas who do it, but if I'm really sitting here selling bricks, how the fuck would I make a song to the world, cooking it up and doing all that shit if I'm really
they
selling
did
that
it.
shit?
But that's what they do.
I'm basically
What you
saying,
mean?
lock me the fuck up.
OJ Juice Man did it.
And he got done to jail.
And guess
did.
what? And guess what?
Okay, so
And guess what? Everybody now uses that fucking
That formula.
as a jingle. Like, no, the white man uses that flow, that cadence. That's a jingle now.
but I'm just saying, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So you
Yeah.
got to understand what comes with it. But if you're willing to tell your story or whatever like that, because let's be honest. You can create a website where only certain motherfuckers that pay a price and go through the certain shit can really listen to it. I think the reason why some of these websites that we grew up with couldn't put out the content
Like,
that they
you put
wanted
shit
to
like
do
that on OnlyFans.
because it was too easy to get to. It was
Yeah.
too accessible.
Yeah.
But if you put it and you just like
If
the feds
account just for
No, but
underground rappers.
because if
No,
the
but
feds hold on. If the feds are let's say to listen to Hurshside Dinero, you want to hear some raw uncut music.
You gotta download
But you gotta-
OnlyFans and
you
link
gotta
on my,
pay
click
for-
on my link so
I'm
all my
fucking
music will pop
weak.
up.
That motherfucker
But
said only.
Nah, because when you think
'cause
about it,
OnlyFans
I said
wasn't just for porn; it's
Yeah.
for everything.
It
But
was.
niggas use
It
it for
was.
but
It was. But I was like,
OnlyFans
damn,
don't have
certain
a
people-
restriction. So everything they restricted me, all of the music videos and stuff that they restricted me on YouTube,
They
will
don't do.
flow on OnlyFans.
Why
And
not get it?
Patreon.
I was
Patreon, shit like that.
Patreon.
So, but
fucking
I'm saying,
flagged
if
you?
somebody had to pay,
Yeah.
let's say Hurshside, if hey, I got a solid fan base, and to see my music, to see the raw uncut, to see some titties, see some ass, see how I get down, or see my documentary, you got to pay $50, $75 to see that shit.
But that's something that, from your perspective, someone that's coming from that lane, you have to honestly sit there. You have to have that rated R version. You have the PG-13 version. You have to
But
now
then you
PG. You now have to formulate different ways because you're in this lane, but you want to reach the other platforms. At the end of the day, you trying to grow.
Promote it. Like the girls on OnlyFans, they use Instagram and Twitter to
They-
promote
they-
their
they
content.
do.
If I can't promote my stuff on OnlyFans and Instagram.
No,
like,
but think
But
about
all
it.
those-
Mia Khalifa and shit. We all know her as a porn star and shit. All right, think about it. She does not do porn no fucking more.
Yes, she does.
She does for her own fucking wants.
It's porn. It's porn.
Porn is porn, and that's a bag. But at the end of the day, she fucking makes money off of KK with fucking Wiz Khalifa.
That was years ago, though.
But
I-
still, that's a thing. That's a bag that's still right.
But so I'm talking about
Weed is
so
legal,
so
though.
so what I'm talking about is actual
crime.
promotion. So what
not.
I would personally do, and I'm giving tips to y'all. What I personally would do, I would give y'all a 15 to 30-second promo of what y'all would expect. I would blur out a lot of shit because niggas when they see
Yeah.
blur out shit and they can't see the full version, they
wanna
curious.
go- yeah.
They want to know. They want to be a part. And I'll be like, hey, look, you join this website, you join this whatever. Like, we got a Patreon, we got an OnlyFans where you can directly talk to the artist, directly talk to them. You know what I'm saying? If you want video chats, if you want music videos, you want to collab, whatever like that, we can handle it on the different websites. But if you want to see the explicit version of that artist and really see how they get down, the day-to-day shows, shit that you can't see on YouTube. Because the thing is, bro,
That's what the streaming shit.
you got to
started.
realize, even when we were younger, bro, like we older right now, but before we were 21, we would do anything to get a bottle. We would do anything to smoke bud because it was the risk, it was the danger factor, it was the damn. I'm excluded. Like I'm part of a group that niggas really can't get into.
Yeah.
I think society wants that, but it's so exposed because people are looking at, well, YouTube gonna pay me, Instagram gonna pay me. Well, what about if a licensed source would still allow you to put your shit out? Take the fall for anything. Maybe if they got to delete your content, you got to redo the shit or whatever. Whoop de whoop. But you can still put out who you are as 100%. If you had that, think about the underground money that you would get. Because I feel like a lot of people out here nowadays, they put the content out and it's censored. They can't really truly be themselves. And then you got so many contents of, oh, that's dumb, I wouldn't do that. You get these spam and you get these bots, or you get motherfuckers that really ain't got no life and they speak on something that people don't really leave the real for the real and leave the fake for the fake. The real niggas is gonna pay because they want to hear it because that's what they're experiencing. So I'm saying to you, because you're the first artist we had in the location, so I'm asking you, if The No Limit Podcast would do something like a No Limit Underground website where niggas can go raw because it's underground. Now this is probably
hip hop.
this is the only time you're gonna hear about it. This is the only time people are gonna hear about it. And then unless this video goes a million type of views, niggas won't know. We're willing to do that for artists, and we're willing to spread that. But it's one of those, hey bro, I could put you on. I could do this, that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can really eat if they got the right.
But the thing is though, it's rare though. Like all that street rap is rare because these kids don't know that law. Like so
you got to teach it. So you got to teach it.
It's you speaking foreign to them now, so they don't even understand it. So it's being canceled out. It's like,
oh, for real.
You trying to teach them something new that the world don't even want the world to understand.
And don't get me wrong, I don't want to be that entity out here that's just like, oh, you promoting negativity. No, what I'm promoting and what I'm offering or when I'm trying to brainstorm is a platform for those type of individuals that cannot release themselves the right way. You know what I'm saying? To give those individuals a platform or a place to go where, nigga, all I know about is my mama got murdered, my daddy in jail, my auntie got AIDS, you know what I'm saying? There's nowhere you can really put that out. You can't put that shit on YouTube because what happens? You get banned. You get shadow banned. So you really don't get that true release. You don't really get to connect to other people that relate to you. Like I was telling Ace a couple shows ago, there's 7.8 billion people in the world right now. Them 1,000 views, them 100 views can really get expanded if it can be related to different people, different cultures, different countries, different states. Yeah. We're minuscule in the life that we live in right now.
Some of the shit we do here is banned to other countries.
But a lot of people feel that way. You know what I'm saying? There could be people that's under Kim Jong-il or whatever the fuck that nigga name is in North Korea that really like, yo, I need an outlet. I need to speak my mind or else I'm either going to kill myself or I'm going to crash out and kill other people. Like, there's people that really need to speak their voices and they don't have that platform. And it's just like, not even on a lucrative sense because a lot of people
I feel like that's why The Voice. Is that The Voice? The shit with Boozy daughter?
No, it's the debut.
The debut. I feel like that's why the debut went crazy because it gave people a platform to speak shit that wouldn't catch the eye.
So I would say the debut. The reason why
that wouldn't catch the eye. Just
the reason why the debut it's doing numbers. It's doing bigger numbers than No Limit Podcast doing. So I'll give you that. Debut can't be bigger than On the Radar or shit like that. It's because it's under influence of somebody that's rich. You Boosie daughter. Yeah. If you looked at your dad and say, "Hey, daddy, I know you do the rap shit, but I really want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. I want to do something else." He'll fund that shit. Most
doing shit though, cause artists is getting found from there.
They are, but I feel like it's not getting the real publicity that it really needs because she's Boosie daughter. Because it's just like, well, you were born into music. It's
look at the Drewski situation. It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Drewski is comical, bro.
But he really trying to make money off these artists, though.
He's making off.
He's be real artists.
No, okay, they be real artists, but it comes off of people's. It comes off people's. How do I say this shit the right way?
The difference between both of them, you gotta for Boosie daughter, you gotta pay. Dooski shit is free. So
yeah, but he's giving a different audience. But he's getting just walking in. But he's getting a comical audience off of it. So imagine if you
I could be a nigga in that room. I'm a serious ass nigga. When niggas looking at that shit, they gonna be laughing because Drewski gonna make that shit funny as fuck.
He gonna be laughing, but what about if you came up there and you were really serious and you had something that you really want to show to people and he'd be like, man, get this nigga out of here, and he got the bodyguard.
Yeah, sign you. I watched it. Like he in the first
sign
season,
you to what?
Bro, in the first season, in the first season, he let you in the house. Like it was some artists that was like, oh, all right, they could spit. If they actually got the chance to spit, you know, some niggas he get up there, but all right, fuck out of there. Some niggas he actually let when they get up there and spit, it was some nice niggas. He was like, all right, you're signed. Son.
So the only
They
thing
don't really do good for the show, but nigga, he doing other shit in the background. They came to the show. They was in the house. But you see them in the back for real. But them niggas doing shit. They probably ghostwriting and all that shit. Like,
So the one thing that I will say that I personally was thinking about, and again, this is another idea that I had. Y'all can't take it away from me because some parts of it have already been done, but it just hasn't been done the right way. I would like to do, and I'm branching it off of you too, Ace, because you gave me part of the idea. Have a film company, right? Young filmers or photographers, whatever you want to call them, young producers, whatever you want to call them, come into a house or a warehouse, something like the building that we're in right now, right? And you do competitions, but you do raw competitions where you got hey, look, you got to make a song in this episode right here to beat the next nigga. And at the end, you might get $100,000 to put towards your career. You might get $10,000, $50,000 to put towards your career. I call that shit a No Limit House. I'll bring a bunch of rappers, bunch of singers, bunch of motherfuckers that's hungry for the lifestyle that they trying to live, and they go at it, and they put out the music. Yeah. They put out the music. They show their life and shit like that, and people outside can fall in love. And guess what? You would put that on the No Limit website for videos or the Patreon. So the next episode, yo man, I really love Hurshside Dinero, and I really relate to him. I'm voting for him. I'm voting for his raps, nigga. I'm on him. Facts. It's not based off the people that's running the show. Like, it wouldn't be based off of me. Like, I could. It'd be based off of, hey, look, if you really fuck with them, donate to this person, whatever, to put them to the next level.
Yeah, facts. So then,
now
like,
what?
That's really on you as the artist now to like be like, dude, I have enough.
Does my fan base really fuck with me?
Like persona to like really give these people the content that they want. Yeah. I'm speaking that real. I'm coming from a real perspective. Everybody else got their own little thing going on. Can I still?
Now, don't get me wrong. That would come with the fights. That would come with the petty drama. Because niggas is going to go into the booth and be like, yo, you sorry. You just did this and the third. Or whatever. Yeah. But
that don't make it fun again, though. Niggas
but that's what I'm saying. It would be fun again.
But that's the part of rap niggas don't really care about no more. You got to be a high-profile nigga to...
But if you had a show or you had something that was designed like that, niggas would be hype.
This shit gonna be like...
Niggas would be hype because they like, yo...
You need sponsors. But in reality, you need sponsors behind it.
You gonna have this shit like the
Zeus,
real world type shit.
Hold on. I would say this, Zeus is picking up everybody. Anybody with a good, dope idea. Now, let's say me and Ace write that shit out. Or I have an artist that's with us that's writing everything out. I'll be like, yo, you know what? I think this is what artists need. This is what I would like and shit like that. I'm taking info. I'm taking examples. And like I said, this is the first time I'm speaking about it. I've been thinking about it for a couple months. You're the first artist that I've verbally said this on the show. But if we did that and I hit up Zeus Network and be like, hey, look, I know you got baddies and shit like this, and y'all tried to do the Bad Boys Club and it didn't work because it was a bunch of gay niggas. Well, I'll tell you what, let me do it for the rappers. Let me do it for the niggas that's hungry for this shit. And now you on Zeus Network. Now you on a bigger platform. Now you on shit where bitches can show titties. So if bitches can show titties and pussy and fight all day, why can't rappers fight for what they love, fight for what they mean, fight for their city, their state?
I want to compare it to something. I'm going to do it off air, though. I want to compare it to something, but not on air.
What?
Like the rap game, but in a different way.
The rap game was sensified because you know what? Yeah. The rap game put a bunch of children.
Yeah. Put a bunch of... No, not the rap game. You remember that shit where it was like...
You talking about shit on?
You talking about the shit that the Netflix put up with T.I. and Cardi B and all that? That was that rhythm and flow. That shit was too soft.
It was commercial. That was like
it was too small. It was too soft.
It was like
no, doing the uncut version.
Yeah, but it was like, tell me everything about crack, but don't tell me about crack.
They need something. Yeah. The people out here that really out there in that life type shit. They need an outlet. They need a platform that's really going to do that. Rhythm and flow touch the bases, but it's sensified because they wanted money. Yeah. Imagine if a motherfucker that worked two jobs, another nigga that worked two jobs, or a team that just worked their whole life and see an opportunity that can go far. Because underground money is bigger than on top money. You know, let's be honest. Underground money is worth more. Niggas would tune in and watch every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, whenever that day would be, over this shit, because they be like, yo, next season, I seen them niggas in first season, bro. That nigga won that 50,000. He won that 10,000. He ain't deserve it, bro. I'm here with second season, and you not picking niggas from your own city. I mean, you picking niggas from your own city, but you picking from St. Louis, Cali, Texas, Utah, Minnesota, Idaho, New York, Vermont. Come on now. You really spitting like that? Let's see how you spitting. They need something underground that can actually go for seasons, that can actually go for episodes, instead of just claiming that quick buck. And then on top
Basically,
of that,
bring that culture back out.
Exactly.
Cancel it, but now we gonna bring that back.
Exactly, bro. And for the young producers, the young engineers, the young sound techs, the young people that want to get into that industry, they get that experience because we putting y'all on. Show me what you got. Is it gonna be perfect? No. It's gonna be underground. It's gonna be uncut. It's gonna be raw. So when niggas pay for this shit, they gonna be like, "Damn, the camera moving. Why the camera moving?" You gonna feel like you in the crowd. You gonna feel when niggas fighting. You gonna feel it. I think television now, you can't feel it, and that's why most people say it's scripted. So imagine if you got motherfuckers really putting their life on the line for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, really giving it all. And not saying, oh, yeah, I'm bringing, maybe as a special guest, every 10 to 15 episodes, you might bring in Cardi B. You might bring in Kendrick Lamar. You might bring in these superstars. Most of these shows lead with these superstars, and these superstars don't even get to tell their stories. Well, Cardi B was on Rhythm and the Flow. She didn't get to talk about her stripping and drugging niggas and shit like that.
There for the
T.I. didn't get to talk about him selling guns and shit.
There to help. To help
they worried about the bag. They
Yeah,
worried about the
yeah.
bag. They not really worried about helping artists,
Facts.
bro. So imagine if you got motherfuckers that really just underground, really just trying to help. Really just trying to watch the culture come back. Culture, like you just said, music is dead. No, it's not music that's dead. It's the culture itself that's dead. We lost our way. All we need is a motherfucker or a group of motherfuckers to step in that plateau and walk with it.
Yeah, because people don't even realize that a lot of the times having that underground, like, view from it, you might not win, but one of the judges, now he wants to work with you.
Yeah, fact.
You could have got, he could have got 5th place out of the whole thing, but
We know I'm a winner.
like,
Fifth place for me.
a producer that was the judge was like, you know what?
But
He just don't got the right person behind him type shit.
Exactly.
Now you got a different type of push with you type shit. It's like no matter what. even
Nowadays,
underground,
you don't have to rap though.
It's a gimmick.
It's a
Nowadays,
gimmick.
you
It's a
have
gimmick
to
game.
look like
It's a
a
gimmick
artist.
game. It's a gimmick
I
game.
could find 1 million motherfuckers that I could pay fucking $5,000 to write you a hit. I could find 1 million motherfuckers from the street that can write you a hit.
Okay.
$5,000. I'll write you 20 hits.
No.
Stand up game. What I
Will be in
Because at
I look,
that
I got
time,
the- I
you
got
gotta
the
ask
look,
yourself,
I got
why
the
ain't you doing
image.
yourself?
I got the look, I got the image. They want me for my look and my image. Yeah, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
My work, let's say my raps is shit. I'm a rapper though. I got the look and image. That's all. That's the first step. You can put me in any room now because I got that look and the image. I could get Ed to write for this nigga. That's what they think in their head. I know Ed. Yeah, I know he in the cut. I can get him 5,000. He'll write this nigga a hit quick. They gonna make millions off of this song.
Yeah.
They just need Ed 5,000.
Yeah.
And they not giving me a high percentage because I'm not doing shit. I'm just the look.
But sometimes you
you wanna know what?
But
So it's
you
basically,
know what we call that as
5,
real?
5, 30, 60. Like the rest, 65.
Yeah,
That's
but
percentage.
you know what we call that nowadays? Legit pimping.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why are like a lot of artists is getting upset about that though? It's like, bro, I know a lot of artists today that I'm like, I could write for you. I could honestly write you like a whole EP, and 5 of them bitches we gonna make a video for, and them bitches be hits. You go crazy.
All right, look,
But
Jim Jones, when Jim Jones dropped Bowling.
Hold on. Wait, hold on for that. But here's the issue with that. For niggas that talk like that, if you can do it for others, why can't you do it for yourself?
I don't have the, like he said, I don't have the image for to walk in every room.
Yeah,
rapping
is a package, bro. Rapping is not about looks, bro.
It's the image.
It's an image. If I look like this, I gotta be rapping like this. I can't look like this and rap like J. Cole. They not listening to that.
Yeah.
It's the image don't even match. But they definitely put me in a room with J. Cole and be like, yo, look, he got that. Yeah, like they'll have me writing for him. They do stuff like that. But if I don't match the image, why would I? You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, the other day, 18 had some shit going on where they was doing like behind the scene. There was a bunch of people in there, right? I'm sitting there analyzing every person. Not in a bad way, but I'm analyzing every person because I'm like, all right, everybody in the room artists. I already know how this artist about to rap. I already know how this artist about to rap. They round up having a conversation. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, you can tell about the room what type of artists y'all are. It was 2 people that dressed like that, right? Like nothing wrong with that. But I knew. And let's say shoes. Instead of Nikes, they got shoes. I know y'all about to come in here with some J. Cole, Kendrick type vibes. When I said that, they was like, yeah, type shit.
He said, yeah.
It was another nigga that was talking shit. Cool. I knew, I'm like, he got like this little vibes from you don't know what to expect from him. That the nigga that, he just did the,
I know everybody. Okay, so I know.
You know who I'm talking about when I say
I know everybody that you went with because I know when you went.
When I say it, you gonna know who I'm talking about. He just did the My Block Live and he was doing that Jesus thing.
Yes.
When you look at him, you don't know what he about to come with.
Shit, bullshit.
You know he about to come with that like
when Reek and I know Reek Fisher. When Reek Fisher came on, and I'll tell you like this. When Reek Fisher came on, I knew because it's like an energy that you can feel like. There's certain people in this industry, there's certain people in this lifetime that can feel people's energy and that can feel how people are coming. Yeah. And I already had felt how he was coming before he did his interview. I already felt what he meant to do.
No,
that's somebody. That's somebody.
Music he did by the looks of
yes, because that's somebody that then went through some shit, rapped about it. It didn't work. It gave him a negative experience, and he came harder.
How you know that by looking at him?
What you mean?
I'm going off by look. You never seen me before. You don't know nothing about my background.
Yes, you can look at because some people, and I know this is gonna be weird. This is one of my empath. Let me slide over.
All right, look.
This is one of my empath type intuitions. Some people, they didn't been through some shit, and that they overcame it. And some people, that they gone through some shit. And they still going through it. He went through it, overcame it, and used it for his benefit. Just like when I first met you in Lil Stupid, when y'all first came in that room with fucking what's his name? August. When we came in with August. And when I walked in the room, y'all remember that when D-Lo was in there and you and Stupid was like, you don't know who the fuck we are? You know who he is? And I was just like, no, nigga, like, no. And I said that exact same shit. But then going over the interview, I was like, oh yeah, y'all hot heads. Y'all head heads. Y'all are trying to do something in the 757 that isn't common. Niggas, what I tell you in that episode, and if y'all don't believe me, go watch that episode, because I said it's going to piss people off. Because y'all come into the city, y'all not from this city, and y'all coming with that type of energy.
You gotta set the tone.
And when it happened, and I said what I said, niggas was putting out videos, niggas was getting on shows, niggas was doing
a lot of work, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
After our interview, you seen Viego walk. Like
it happened, and I watched it, but I said I seen it. I had already seen it. I was like, oh, these niggas
with no
don't.
Promotion, bro, he ain't even like that interview for some reason. He ain't promote like he promoted everything else. He just dropped it, right?
And it still did numbers. I realized
it was out like 3 days later. That had 1,000 and some views already, and none of us knew it was out because I told everybody else it was out. Nobody knew that was out. It had already had 1,000 something. People was watching. People
in an
watching.
instant, it came. It was one of it actually. Yeah, it was actually one of the first videos that hit less than 24 hours because motherfuckers was like, who are these people? How are they coming? Why are they doing what they doing? Like, and it ain't gonna lie, it stopped a lot of blessings. When y'all did that show, it stopped a lot of blessings.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It
don't
did.
fuck with
It
us.
stopped a lot of blessings.
A lot of people don't fuck with us.
But at the same time, with that, when they talked to me and it was like, why you do this interview? Why you did this? Because niggas raw, they hard, they authentic. They were authentic with their shit. So I'm not gonna take that away from them. I don't care. I don't care how other people feel. And I think what I was talking about earlier, like getting this fog over my head, I'm going back to season 1, season 2, Ed, where I just don't care. Not necessarily not care about the artists or people that come on the show, but I don't care about them expressing themselves. Like, not
Bro,
putting.
if I was a mainstream artist expressing myself, they wouldn't be coming to you having no issues. They'd be coming to you saying whatever they saying and still be wanting to work with me. So what's the difference from me doing the underground and me being?
Because it's in their face. Yeah. It's in their face.
It's gonna be in their face regardless.
But it's in their face. Like, I can't get away from it. Like back then when I first interviewed y'all niggas was posting every day. You couldn't get away from Louisiana and New York.
I wound up getting shadow banned though for DigiScale. That's what happened.
So then you go back to the chalkboard.
I just got offered with my Instagram because they remember they took my Instagram down. Then when I posted DigiScale again, they shadow banned me again. I just got offered a shadow ban January 12th.
So that's when you stop focusing on one social media site.
Dang.
You stop focusing on one social media. And that just goes back to my other question of having a platform to do it. And when Ed say something on the show, it happens. Ain't nothing that Ed didn't say on the show didn't happen. So we're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. I ain't going to say no more.
Bro,
it's going to happen.
Even the 18 verses, it be causing frictions. The winners cause frictions to the world. It be like, it shifts VA. Why though? Why do competition shift VA?
Did you not see what happened when we did that?
Why do competition shift VA?
Because we shouldn't be.
That's what music is about.
Yeah, but that's
Pharrell wouldn't be Pharrell if he didn't know he was better than everybody. He know he the shit. He know y'all can't fuck with him.
That's not how he.
Pusha know niggas can't fuck with him.
That's a better reference.
Niggas know like
that's different.
Like you feel me? Like
that's different.
Pharrell was 101 though.
Pharrell,
he's just so humble. But if he was
no, because you gotta think about it. Pharrell wasn't out here trying to be better than Timberland.
He wasn't.
They both was just in their own separate lane. Both of them did shit. Like, you gotta think, both of them did shit with Jay-Z in a matter of like the same amount of years and shit.
So why everybody
was it because
putting Jay-Z on that spot?
No.
Was it because Pusha was dissing other niggas that wasn't from VA while everybody was jacking it?
No, it's not that. It's the fact that, like I said, you couldn't commercialize it.
But you ain't have to. Everybody would
jack. What you mean?
When Pusha came out dissing everybody.
Pharrell did it. Timberland did it. Missy did it.
Pharrell did. I mean, the Clips did.
The Clips did. They had a commercial hit.
That was street, bro.
That was commercial.
If you really listen to the words.
But it's commercial.
The video made a commercial.
It don't matter.
I tell you what.
It don't matter if the video made a commercial or the lyrics made a commercial. It's the fact that they found the way to make it commercial to where now you have continuous revenue coming in and shit to where you can go back to doing that shit now. Because now you have a continuous revenue popping off. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, that's kind of the main goal for someone in our lane and shit. When we speaking about this real shit, we want to honestly sit there, give it to the world to where everybody relates to it. So then we can go back to doing what we doing and shit and don't have to worry about it no more.
Yeah. But what we gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna listen to another song. Because we don't have the other screen up, we still working. I want to play this. You know what this is? I know it's far. That's what I'm saying. When we got the main screen, it's right there and there.
That's not the main song.
It's not the main song. What is that?
That's like a preview.
What is it?
That's the main song.
Okay then. We gonna go there. So that's how we
Hurshside.
Hurshside, Dinero. Tell them how you are, G. Tell them how you are. You over there flossing. Tell them how you are.
Hey, y'all ain't gotta put the plug no more, man. Just bring the duffel bags and me. We outside, baby. We outside. It's Hurshside.
I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. My old bitch is mad, cause I left her in the past. Had to skate, I won't crash. No Sonic, but I know he gon' dash. Lungs weak, had to put down the hash. Cool running, I took off when I slayed. Pardon me, I just came for the head. Moonwalking, I'm feeling like Mike. If I got a bag, she could give what she likes. Don't do liquor, so we pour it on ice. 2 shots and I'm straight for the night. Phone jumping, so she on it tonight. Money calling, but she said it's alright. She got chicken, she just put it on right. She made the bed, so we laying the night. Raw doggy, we demons tonight. Fuck the good, now she screaming my name. On her side, she going insane. She throw sets like she signed to the game.
I need to protect where Johnny Dang. Fucking your bitch and I ain't need a chain.
I switched states, but I stood in the game. Move fast, but I stay in my lane. I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. My old bitch is mad, cause I left her in the past. Had to skate, I won't crash. I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. My old bitch is mad, cause I left her in the past. Had to skate, I won't crash.
I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. I'm back in my bag, rolling up blunts till I pass. I can't remember my last. My old bitch is mad, cause I left her in the past. Had to skate, I won't crash.
You know what I realized though?
That's fine.
And I'm gonna say it on camera, bro. You be putting out singles, you be putting out music videos, you be really doing it. But you know what you really need, bro? You need a feature.
I know.
You need a feature.
I know.
You need somebody that matches your,
Bro,
your
every time
energy.
I put out a song, niggas be like, yo, where that Dave East feature at? hey, that's what everybody waiting for.
Not even a Dave East
I can see that.
feature.
I can see that though.
It's like it's needed. Like some people in their career, they need somebody that's gonna be like, They need somebody that's gonna be like,
I make songs. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I make songs to where like another artist for another mainstream artist to jump on behind it. All the songs I make is like hook, 5 verse, hook. Somebody else could go crazy on that. Somebody could have went crazy on that right there.
Yeah.
Somebody could have went crazy right there.
So at that point, like I think because all the interviews that I've had or No Limit, we've had like I've never necessarily asked you of somebody that you would want to work with.
Mainstream?
Yeah.
Say off of that one, shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Play Pressure.
Is pressure on here?
Yeah, Play Pressure. Let me see. Just search on my name. It's not under my. It's not. I didn't drop it though. It ain't. Just press search on my name on the top. Press the search button. You see on the side of the X, it got the circle. Press the circle. All right, go down. Go down. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hurshside.
I'm harder than a motherfucker right now.
Hurshside.
I'll tell him that shit with me, Jaja, that shit.
Before we do this, I put promotion behind this, and it did pretty well. I actually like this song because we definitely did.
If I had a feature behind this, it would like.
Nigga, you had features under it. You just didn't pick.
If I had a main feature behind, because my page got taken down.
I was about to say
And it
because
fucked
you
everything up.
had 12 to 14 people that were trying to do it and did verses to that shit. Because I remember when we did the promotion for this.
And my page got taken down, and then everything was just like it was over.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
It's Hurshside. I be smoking on pressure. Only Zaza, none less. I really jumped out of Tesla. Beamers and belly smelling like pressure. With bad bitches like they from Odessa. Oh, that's your chick, but I still had to test. Asked for the neck when she jumped in the test. She smelled the gas, so she out the pressure. I be smoking on pressure. Only Zaza, none less. I really jumped out of Tesla. Beamers and belly smelling like pressure. With bad bitches like they from Odessa. Oh, that's your chick, but I still had to test. Asked for the neck when she jumped in the test. She smelled the gas, so she out the pressure. Don't call my phone unless it's money for me. I'm lit, ain't nothing for free. Drop goat, now it's time to the street. Y'all nice, but my niggas elite. Empire build money around me. I'm the buzz, keep honey around me. Caught fish so my niggas can eat. Big whale, took the skull out the seas. Y'all niggas ain't ready for me. Say shit on my old black with fatigue. With blue flags, I jumped out the seas. At 13, I was throwing up seeds. On the block with stacks in my jeans. Way before they was stacking the jeans. Getting money, man, you know what I mean. Getting money was nothing to me. If you knew better, then you do better. I love red, but that blue better. I took off, I'm too clever. I smoke Zod, I can't do less. Gas everywhere, I'm too fresh. You smoke me, you better do better. My money fresh, I got new cheddar. Her head good, she too clever. I be smoking on pressure. Only Zaza, none less. I really jumped out of Tesla. Beamers and belly smelling like pressure. With bad bitches like they from Odessa. Oh, that's your chick, but I still had to test. Asked for the neck when she jumped in the test. She smelled the gas, so she out the pressure. I be smoking on pressure. Only Zaza, none less. I really jumped out of Tesla. Beamers and belly smelling like pressure. With bad bitches like they from Odessa. Oh, that's your chick, but I still had to test. Asked for the neck when she jumped in the test. She smelled the gas, so she out the pressure.
Cardi who?
B. I want Cardi B on this one.
Cardi B.
That's wicked.
We both from the Bronx. I shot that in the Bronx. The Cardi. She go crazy on that.
Are you from the Bronx?
Facts. She go
He
crazy.
from New York.
Bro, I'm only asking what borough, cause my people's from Brownsville, bro. We from Brooklyn.
So that's how
Go crazy on there.
I feel like we could possibly make that happen. Still make that happen. It's all just in how you personally promote yourself as an artist and really dedicate it.
Can you promote it to be commercialized?
It's already commercial.
But
It's commercial.
what's the numbers on it? If it's commercial, what's the numbers on it? Because underground and commercial is two different things.
No. Alright, so
you
what I mean
underground?
by I'm underground, but what I mean by commercial is like, let's say if it like the numbers wanted to do itself, right? Like it fell in the algorithm, it wouldn't get shut down. Like, oh, it's too explicit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by it's commercial.
Okay,
like it's not in a mind state to where it's like, oh, nah, we can't push this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
pushable.
trying to get you to think on.
Yeah, this is pushable.
Because a lot of the stuff that I've heard, it's like, yeah, this is a go. But if it's getting pushed back and stopped because you too explicit, you might need to.
It was literally just the Digicale song. And it wasn't the song; it was a video.
So I will ask you this. I will ask you this right now. Like, after going through that experience, like, what are you trying to change up with your career?
Yeah, facts.
I don't know, because that's me, though. That's what I grew up on. I grew up on Minister Society. I grew up on fucking Boys in the Hood. I grew up on shit like that. So why I can't put the shit I grew up watching and make videos out of the shit I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
I mean, you can
So it's just like the iteration of what you've done or what you've seen.
Yeah, it's like, I could tell my story. Some of these shits could be my story. They could be your story. They could be something like, you could be like, damn. I remember this boy Ronell that used to be just like that.
Start
like,
putting warning signs.
Like, you feel me? Like,
no, for real. Start putting warning signs and shit.
It was
like
a
that.
warning sign on it. They didn't care.
I wouldn't say
It's a
necessarily.
warning sign
I
to me.
wouldn't necessarily put a warning sign.
I'm saying you take the precautionary steps.
It's just
to, like,
it's legit the platform. You can't do nothing against it. My bad.
Yeah.
You can't. The more you try to, you can't. I would personally say is it's time to, if you really want to do underground and you really want to start something different, and like I said, I would love to have Hurshside Dinero under No Limit.
I'm an underground right now, but I'm really not an underground rapper. When you listen to all my songs, my shit sound there. I'm just missing that.
What I'm saying, okay, so when I'm saying
like, if
is,
I get a mainstream artist on one of my songs right now, I'm no longer an underground rapper.
What's crazy
And I
is
could
don't
keep
even
up.
think you need
but
to
how
be
long?
under-
Okay, so you say you keep up. How long can you keep up?
Forever. I got hits. All my shits is like that. It just don't get the recognition that it's supposed to get. But if I get that push and I just
So what changes your lifestyle from now, how you living, and then somebody be like, okay, well, Hurshside, we paying you $25,000 for a show. What's gonna be the difference? Like, are you still gonna be able to talk about what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Your experiences?
Yeah.
That's a bullshit lie.
How?
25,000 for a show?
Still talk about
you
my
gonna
shit,
be on
bro.
some other shit,
I talk
bro.
money now. I talk money now.
So
but I also talk real shit. Just cause I got 100,000 in the bank don't mean fucking I don't go through shit, nigga. We still got shit going on. Nigga, it's still a bitch you want that's talking to other niggas. Like, it's still life shit going on, nigga. We all got the same 24 hours, nigga. We all go through shit. The music shit is just the music, nigga. It's just certain rappers, once you get a ram, you gotta stay in it. That's the problem with music too. And with the underground, we'll break that. But one day I could be on my shit, I'm high. Life been great, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, I just cashed out. I just got signed. I'm ready to do some peaceful ass. So I gotta go to the studio. Put some little vibe, cool shit on. Let me go. Let me do slow jam shit, right? And now it could be a fire song, but when is my time to drop that without necessarily switching lanes? Because even Wayne, when he dropped music, he was best rapper alive, best rock star alive. Like, he tried to hit every element. He didn't go back.
Yeah, but I feel like that's where, honestly, that was his downfall. Because that's where every artist nowadays is like, kind of like how Uzi is. He at one point wanted to do just the rap shit. At one point he just wanted to do the pop shit. But it didn't hit, and once he tried the other shit, he just kept trying different shit. And now that he got something that got a crowd, he know what makes his fans rock and shit. But he still.
But Wayne said he wanted to master everything. Yeah, you gotta think about it. Wayne been rapping since he was fucking.
Yeah, but be honest. So be honest. You think Wayne mastered everything?
He tried.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think
he mastered. No, the thing
is,
though,
you gave an honest answer right there. That's all I needed.
The thing is, though, the real question is, did he master rapping?
No.
You don't think he mastered rapping?
I feel like he is a master in the craft that he created through this style. Like,
okay, Ace,
because you gotta.
You don't think Wayne mastered rapping? No, Lil Wayne.
Because he's still chasing Hove.
What?
Because he's chasing hoes, he ain't master rapping.
No, he's chasing Hove.
What?
He's still.
You think he chasing Hove?
Bro,
how he chasing Hove?
Hove is
if he
not
was chasing
the
Hove,
greatest.
if he was chasing Hove, he still would have been rapping. Hove ain't sell $1 million the first week.
Hove don't have to.
So why he chasing the nigga? How he chasing more?
Okay. No. I understand what he's talking about. I understand what he's talking about. Chasing Hove is when you become so big. Like, let's be honest, a rapper being a millionaire, close to a billionaire, having a millionaire wife, having that type of lifestyle. I can't
chase
that.
Hove though because of his image. Tattoos, face and tattoos and all that.
And guess what?
That's the only difference.
But you gotta understand, Hove came out like that.
But Hove looked clean.
Now,
even back in the day,
no, he didn't.
Look, he had the sharp season. He was able to put on a suit. We seen Hove in suits.
Okay, we seen him in suits, but back in the day,
so that shows you.
No,
back in the day, Jay-Z did not have. He did not have.
It's the same thing with T.I. T.I. didn't get no tattoos or nothing like that and shit. So
more marketable. And nothing wrong with tattoos. Chris Brown and all them got tattoos.
Yeah,
but they got tattoos to when I put my collar shirt on, button that bitch up.
You can't see that. You can't tell.
I might have one right here. I'm not going too crazy.
With Wayne, you gonna see everything that he done tatted on his face and shit and everything like it. But it's the real. It's the lifestyle he grew up on. It's what he actually.
It was the rock star shit though.
Yeah. And that's what we all love about Wayne.
Wayne mastered rapping, and he wanted to do something different to make it fun. Yeah, Wayne did rap because it was fun to him.
Yeah.
So once he felt like he mastered it got boring to him.
No. But that's him feeling like he mastered it. That's like I said. A lot of the time,
what more could Wayne have done rapping?
Oh,
he was on everybody's feature. He had all the hits. All his shit was number like.
How long was that run?
for as long as he wanted it to be. His run was
No,
long.
don't say how long.
Wayne
he
long. His
wanted
run
to
was
be.
long. When did his run
His
stop?
long was it was
Even when he
long.
switched off to the holla, that's the numbers. Surprisingly, they did numbers. Had
I
a
mean-
lot of trying to steal your heart.
Yeah,
They
because
did all that did numbers.
we're gonna give it a first look, but
They did numbers, bro.
what
And it
we're
still
looking
play.
for, you gotta think, what we're looking from Wayne now is like for him to honestly
That
just,
nigga's like what 50? He having
Yeah,
fun with
but-
this shit, bro. You don't care about
but
music.
we don't
bro.
feel like he
Nobody
having
else
fun.
rapping.
We don't feel like he having fun.
How you know he's
That's
not
the-
having fun? This is what you like to do.
It don't feel like it.
To you, it don't. Because that's not what you used to.
No, I grew up on Wayne, bro.
Exactly, 'cause
I
it's not
grew,
what you
I
used
grew,
to.
like,
Like,
bro,
now
my
something else.
favorite song to this day is like "Feel Like I'm Dying."
Exactly. He already rap like that no more. He best stop rapping like that.
Yeah, I understand that, but
So you best
It-
stop like a Wayne.
No.
He stopped rapping like that in
no,
09.
I was say, but still, he was still giving glimpses of it.
Then he got too big. Like, what he rapping about that for?
I understand that you should like. I understand because I
Wayne
feel
done
like
did it
I feel
all.
like he's a healed. He's a healed artist at that point.
Exactly.
So, speak on that type jump. Like,
He is though.
do you feel like it's harder for artists to honestly like continue? Because you gotta think
The
future.
problem is with an artist, as an artist, you have to stay in one lane. If you
No.
find a lane,
No.
like the industry wise, like
Yeah,
the baby got
no.
hella
Because
different
think about,
forms of-
because that's why I
like,
said future. That's why I was saying future. Because future's done told us he don't do lean, he don't do all that. But why you still rapping about it, broski?
because that's the lane.
No,
If he
no.
started rapping about other shit that we like, he started rapping like me. Nobody want to hear that shit.
No, but if he started talking about him being
The
different,
baby started rapping like Future. Nobody want to hear that shit.
yeah.
When the baby switched off and started like rapping how he wanted to rap, they like, fuck out of here. Then he had to go back to let's go. He had to go back to that because that's what everybody wanted to hear, that bebop shit. Like, rappers be forced to rap certain type of until you did. This is how I say Wayne master rap, because you have to be somebody. You have to be of essence of somebody. You have to be that nigga to even be able to switch off of your. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tory Lanez was that nigga. So he was able to come in there and start rapping on y'all niggas now. Because, nigga, y'all can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris Brown, y'all can't tell me nothing.
So
When I
do you feel like you
A nigga
could do
like-
that?
A nigga like, if I was in that star power, yeah. If I rose to that star power and I switched up, yeah, I would be allowed to. But
So-
let's say right now, no, I can't switch up. Hell
So let
no.
me ask you this:
Hell
what's
no.
stopping you from being that star power?
Social media. I don't know. Just not,
So just the media
about to
game
say-
is stopping you.
yeah, you just gotta be like, I don't know, promotion. I guess promotions.
I feel like if
'Cause you-
If
that
I knew,
case,
but it's not. It's obviously not the music. It's not the videos. Everything's there. It's like, so. It's like, all right, what else?
So
we
your
got?
social media presence suck.
you might need
Yeah,
an
fuck
editor.
social
Hold on, Ace.
I'm
Hold on.
social media nigga.
So because this is gonna go to conversation
Like, I
after.
be watching certain shit like, I compare me to like the average rappers, because I feel like. Hold on, now I'm gonna just tell you from my perspective. Like when I say the average rappers, I mean like, cause like I said, when you listen to my music, if I wasn't in the room, you like in the clubs, they actually play my shit in rotation with the high profile rappers, right? And that don't sound out of place. It'd be like, oh shit, it'd be a vibe with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, DJ
But
can do that.
but certain artists, you could tell like, oh, hold up, he don't. This is like a low level artist type shit. When they play my shit, you could play Little Baby, you could play Hurshside, Dinero, and somebody else right after that. And when niggas is drinking and shit, it's a vibe all the way through. You're not listening to it like, who the fuck is this? Like, nigga, you like, oh shit, now this on fire. All right, let's keep going with our flow. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's just the marketing, like, as far as with me. But it's certain niggas you could tell. Certain niggas you could tell the difference. Bro.
So another question is, what do you feel like you need? Like, what do you
Marketing.
feel like is just marketing?
Marketing, yeah.
That
I got
means the
everything
wow.
else.
That means the wow factor.
That's the most important part.
But that means the wow factor, cause like even I've had like a couple songs played like in Atlanta and Cali and junk that just.
I did a show in Atlanta and went.
But-
So
trash
I
it.
feel like I feel like for her side, I will say this:
Half of the time, niggas can't even spell my name.
So
That's another
that
thing.
is true.
And niggas can't pronounce mine.
I would say your biggest issue for me when I first got on to you and knew who you was and did your first interview and shit like that, I would say marketing, putting you in the right place, and content. Cause it'd be like 1 minute, you like boom, 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 and then he disappeared for like 2 weeks. And when it comes to social media, you can't disappear for 2 weeks.
That bag up. In 2 weeks, you gotta run that money up.
I'm
exactly, so you can come back with. You gotta close to come back.
I know you gotta have life experience and shit like that. I'm just saying.
I don't know the algorithm. Like I said, I'm not social media.
So the algorithm, I know. Like nigga, we've been gone.
It's a lot of niggas that be posting and getting money for posting.
Exactly.
I don't know the algorithm to that. I will be doing it,
easy.
and then it'll be easier to keep going.
It's easy.
You see what I'm saying?
So your life right now. Like right now, let's be honest.
Social media took over Instagram. If this was back in the days, and I'm not saying
IG is
I'm
part
not
of
saying
social
I rap
media,
like a
but
back in the day rapper, but I'm saying like what I mean by back in the days, I'm talking about that era where all you needed was that one hit in that video, and that would took off. If I was rapping around that time, I'd have because I would have took off with that, and now after you take off, let's say I had Goat. My first song was Goat, video fire, everything.
Question.
Once I do that, that would have been it. Now it's like, all right, what can he do after that?
Yeah.
I had Digicel after that. Let's just go through. I had Digicel after that.
I wouldn't even say that. Unfortunately, I cannot say that. I would say that most people, they want to see, and that's why streamers are doing so well.
Because posting every day.
It's not even posting every day. It's the fact that they showing their lives. Like,
yeah, it's like they
like you're showing.
the
Like
raw,
if you would do
the raw footage of their life.
Exactly.
But that's not
If
true, 'cause
you
with a rapper,
there's nobody
you
that's
post
doing it.
when you get that hit. Let's say Goat blew up. You post a sit. I'm supposed to sit. We not supposed to be having a conversation like, yo, what's the next song we supposed to push out? We supposed to sit because the longer we sit with that hit song, that shit's still going.
Okay, so
getting
so I don't think you understand it. So for example, Wiz Khalifa, when he did the day-to-day shows, it didn't matter about hit after hit. You were going on those concert tours. You were on those tour buses. You were in those hotels. You were in those moments where you was like, all right, yeah, cut the camera. So no, because at that point, hold on, no.
But it doesn't matter.
No. At that point, I don't have to, because guess what? I'm involving y'all in my lives, and I done collected so many fans that want to be part of my lives. Let's say I have 1 million people, right? 1 million people. That's really, and
you know why he can do that though? Because he's all in.
Wait.
He got that one hit song that's making him able to do that.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm about to break it down to you. If I have 1 million subscribers, followers, any supporters, whatever you want to call them, right? And I'm giving you the content of my life that you love. And let's say I charge them something simple, which is $5 a month, and I got 1 million people. That's $5 million a month. There's 12 months in a year. You do the math. Could you not eat? Yeah. Okay then. So at that point, you just got to understand what the market really wants. The market nowadays, the market that everybody's watching right now, personal lives, they want to know what is going on with you.
That's the difference from being able to, like I said, that's why I went back to the Wiz Khalifa got a hit. It's a different, I know he got more than one hit. I'm not talking about that. But as long as you got one, your life elevates. You get what I'm saying? Once you get that one hit, your life elevates. To the shit you doing on a regular basis, you're not doing no more. Yeah, now you doing straight rapper shit. So hold on. So now, let's say right now, let's say tomorrow I get a hit song, boom, it blow. I'm not doing what I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So now, hold on. So now I'm comfortable and say, yo, we rolling the cameras today. All right, cool. Cause my whole life is rapper straight.
But he did that beforehand though.
But it's different.
You gotta build that shit up. Like if I'm saying this on camera.
He built that shit up talking about the
exactly.
weed and talking about.
I'm saying this on camera. You're one of the first artists that I'm put on the No Limit belt, bro. Not No Limit Master P, No Limit Podcast, No Limit Radio and Podcast. I'm gonna put you under the belt, right?
Wiz Khalifa not a good example.
And all you got to do, I don't give a fuck if you brushing your teeth to your music. I don't give a fuck if you making your bed to your music. I don't give a fuck if you cooking breakfast to your shit. And let your team and let people under your shit do the work for you. You'll see the difference because people will be like, damn, that nigga don't wake up till 11. I don't wake up till 11. Damn, that nigga don't go to no post office. Fuck the post office.
Yeah, it's that all that other shit, bro. It's all that other shit that we
The other shit is easy.
See,
The other shit is easy.
I'm a private nigga. So now that I rap, alright, look, I'm a nigga that didn't want to rap. Rap chose me type shit. I ain't want to rap. I rap now, but I'm a private nigga. So, but now everybody telling me to show my life, which I understand. But we gotta show my life. You want a private nigga to show everything he doing.
Not everything, but you
Majority
show.
of the shit, I don't want to.
So you show them niggas. You show them when you in the studio and the beat don't go right, or the session just don't go right. You show them.
That's rare though.
Huh?
That's rare.
It's
that
rare.
I gotta be consistently.
Guess
into
what?
Music.
If it's rare, guess what?
Why aren't
You charge more.
consistently in the music? You said it costs.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It costs to play.
Exactly.
So
They
then
gotta
you
be able
show.
to afford-
So you show those
that comes with
experiences.
that comes with everything.
You show those
That come with-
experiences.
no, that
You
come
ain't
with-
gotta show
no.
the negative. You can exit out the negative, but you can say, "Hey, look, god damn, I need 250 right now." Do a little commercial, show one of your videos real quick. I got 250. They don't know where you got it, how you got it, when you got it.
No,
Like,
fuck that.
I'm just saying in general, like you can do the content, but you gotta be willing to accept what it take, like what it come with.
Exactly, but you also gotta be able to. I got money, but I got an expensive lifestyle, right? So you have to be able to. Let's say it wasn't me on this couch, it was another person that love rap like me, but didn't have a bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
How they gonna do the shit I ask them to do if they can't afford to do it?
You don't have a phone.
Make a
You don't have a phone?
budget.
You no.
Can't afford to do it.
You don't. Hold on. You don't have a phone.
Yeah.
You got two.
If you're trying to be an artist and you simply don't have a phone, then yes, you do need to reevaluate your life. But if you got a phone, you got content. I don't care what type of phone, nigga.
If you got
my
a phone,
first-
you got a way to make money.
I wouldn't even say that. Yes, that is true.
That's true.
But anybody that's been on the Limit Podcast, bro, from season 1 to season 4, if y'all ever looked at my phone, y'all's videos, y'all's clips, y'all all that came off a phone that had duct tape on it. I had an Android that was 4 years behind everything else.
Exactly.
I was doing all y'all's content, all them little videos y'all be seeing with the promo and shit like that. They came off a phone that was cracked, that only half the screen showed, and I'm still working. You just gotta have a mindset of working, my guy.
I say just to give you props on that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Just to
fire.
give you props on that type
That's
of shit.
fire.
You see how we have the best of the best of the best come on this bitch.
That's
You see
fire.
how much work we put in on this motherfucker and shit. You say you did it with a duct tape. Like
No
fucking
Limit
phone.
Bars was
Like-
was edited on a duct tape phone. It
Like-
wasn't edited on a computer with all these apps and all that shit. It was
But
it was
y'all
edited
still
on a
wanna
duct
go
tape
pay
phone.
more money to go to Lyrical Lemonade, and he's just gonna shoot it with his phone.
What?
It don't
What?
be. I can't speak for everybody else, but as far as
real
what I
shit.
see, artists pay for the platform. If I know your platform lit, I could be lit by.
You know what?
That's
No.
what
You know what they pay for?
No.
You know what they pay for real?
Clout.
They see numbers.
Yeah,
Clout.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No. But when I say numbers, they see followers and all that.
Yeah.
You see
it.
followers, but half them, anybody can tell you that has a bunch of followers. If you have 100,000 followers, right? And anybody that's listening to me right now, go to somebody's page that you really admire, right? They might have 100,000 followers. Only 10,000 really look at them.
Yeah.
So there's 90,000 that don't even know that they posted today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Core followers. Yeah.
So if you got
like
a month,
you gonna collect some shit, but you not gonna collect some core fans.
So if you got a
for the
motherfucker that
person-
1,000 followers, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta say this. If you got a motherfucker on the page right now with 1,000 followers, but they touching in 2,000, 20,000, which our page is done,
yeah.
then wouldn't that look better than the motherfuckers that got 20,000 that's only still hitting 1,000, 5,000?
Bro, you know the crazy shit? Because
fuck?
before I posted the discussion, I had my old page. I had probably 3,000 followers. But nigga, when I post the real actual numbers, if I post the what you call it, the analytics, nigga, I get 40,000, 50-something thousand. Before my page got shut down, Ice Cube reposted me. My shit was viral. My shit was going viral.
Man,
So at that point, you can realize that the numbers they matter, but they don't matter.
Because I had shit
It
clicking. When
matters.
Ice Cube reposted me, shit started clicking. Then my page.
Yeah.
was
They
like,
matter, but they don't
They
matter.
They matter in the sense of
So-
you gonna get
And as
boosted
far as
and
with
shit,
me,
but
it
you're
matters
not gonna-
because, like we just said a few minutes earlier, all I need is that push. So that was the push. You know what I'm saying? To where I had people looking.
Okay, so we talking
Yeah, but
you talking
gotta
about
con-
push,
but you gotta continue.
but I'm talking
to
about
grab
nigga. If
them.
Hurshside come out with a hoodie or a t-shirt right now, you gonna complain that you got 20,000 followers but only 1,000 people bought from you?
No.
All right then. So does it really fucking matter?
Yeah.
Does it honestly really matter if you do it the right way?
No, I don't.
Okay
No, but
then.
that's what I was saying. Because you was talking about how niggas had 30,000 followers, but they only had 2,000 people watching them. That's what I was saying. I had 3,000 followers, and I had 30,000, 40,000 people watching me every time I posted. But I was in the algorithm, like you said, when you met me, I was in the algorithm. So I'm in the algorithm so much, niggas like, oh shit, they ain't got no choice but to see me. I'm on the fucking what you call that shit? The when you click on Instagram.
So at that point,
The
you
explore page. I was on the explore page the other day.
so at that point when you had that, guess what you fucked up at? You weren't selling yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't sell yourself. You
didn't
looked at that. You looked.
capitalize on that.
Yeah, you didn't capitalize. You looked at the numbers and was like, "Oh, okay, I got numbers." But if you was smart with the shit that you wearing right now, the shit that everybody watching what you got right now, you promoting everybody else's brand except yourself. And then they wonder why Ed just wear hoodies and blank shirts and shit like that. Because I don't promote nobody.
Yeah. And that's also.
I don't promote nobody but
I
myself.
just like being fly, bro. I'm a New York nigga.
So those hold on.
That's
So
cool to
those
be
brands-
fly, but I done seen New York. I got a whole.
I got a whole
Jamaican homeboy who that's from New York. Shout out to Telepath. Every time I see him, he's wearing one of his Time
Exactly.
Is Now
I'm working
records
on that
jumpsuits.
right now.
He
You
got
looking
the
at the table
socks.
right there.
We
You
got
looking
the
at the
whole
table
set-
right
we
there.
got the whole setup. And
Tables,
shit
t-shirts,
that we
hoodies.
doing it.
Hats.
When this shit over, I'll show you the shit. I got the whole shit down packed already. I just gotta bring it to life.
Okay, bring it to life and stop wearing them other
that
people's
don't
shit.
know, No Limit, we do everything.
Stop wearing the other people's shit, bro. You wearing a fucking you paid a you doing an
paid.
interview. You paid look.
You pay.
You came on this interview right now, right? Wearing somebody else's shit, promoting their shit, right? Everybody see
I
that you
wasn't
wearing.
promoting it till you
No,
started talking about it.
you were
no,
promoting
that-
it because
that
people
white-
gonna see it.
that
The
white
numbers
man
gonna
is
see it. They
happy.
man, that's a fly ass, blue ass, True Religion hoodie. That nigga that made True Religion or the female that made
That
True
white-
Religion,
that white man
living
is
in a
happy.
mansion,
They happy
eating
right now.
fucking what's some shit
Well,
called the little
man,
fish
they-
eggs and
Hopefully
shit.
they hit my line like,
They
yo, let's do
not-
They're
that.
not gonna
They
hit
not-
shit
they
because
not
guess
gonna
what?
hit
You
shit.
already paid for it.
Look, think about
You
this.
just another number.
No. Think about this. Young and May, she spits fucking real shit to the core.
Yeah.
Guess what Henny did to her ass? Appreciate you shouting us out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You ain't no partner though.
That white man looked at her and was, thank you.
You ain't no partner.
Do what you are told.
You
Do
ain't
what
you ain't
supposed to
part
do.
of the group.
And that's why you see so many black people steer away from Henny now. Cause he made that comment.
Bro, you gotta understand, bro. You were when people when people
Dawn showing love, though.
when people say no, I fuck all that.
Dawn showing
When
love.
people say you are a brand, You
gotta
are a
treat yourself
brand.
like that.
and I think that's the difference. Now we're gonna talk about this shit off of camera. But I think you
Nah, I get
you
what you're
missed
saying.
that
I get what you're
concept.
saying. I get what you're saying.
You not ready. You
I
not
know
ready
niggas-
for
I know
Ed.
niggas be watching me.
You not
I
ready
know
for
niggas be
Ed.
Yeah,
watching me.
nah, for real. Like,
Ed,
you
No
got a
Limit
lot of-
put you on some shit that you not ready for, bro.
I know niggas be watching me. I know what you're saying though. I'm working on some shit that I ain't playing though. It just take time. Like I said, I don't know. I need to push or something.
Time.
So it
Time.
ain't-
Okay, so hold on. Let me take this real quick. Let me tell y'all something real quick. This is Ed talking right here. Time waits for nobody. Time don't give a fuck about your mama, your daddy, your kids, your life, your emotions. Time is how you treat it. Time is how you manipulate it. Everybody want to talk about time. It take time. Nah. Even when you doing A,
better be
you should
doing
be
B.
you should be showing B.
Should be starting B while you doing A.
Okay? And then you should be thinking about C.
How you finna start
That's the difference with a lot of people that's out here doing it, bro. And I would say for myself, even with No Limit Podcast, I even came with the group, or I came with the guys, I came with everybody, and I was like, hey, look, this is what I want to be done, whoop de whoop. But then I had to sit back and realize, like, okay, cool, I can't put pressures that I'm dealing with on them, because they got their own lives, they got their own goals, they striving for their own success. All I can do is work around it, implement it, and so everybody wins. Everybody's doing something for their brand. Ace can tell you, I've been on his ass ever since he been on the show.
Yeah.
Y'all might see it and we might be cool. I mean, we cool off the show too, but don't get me wrong. Ace get it.
It's days where it's like, but you need that person that, hey yo, bro, you ain't promoting yourself, you ain't doing this. Like you ain't even told motherfuckers about your 3 albums or nothing like that.
Did I not say that?
Yeah, so it'd be
Okay,
times
then.
like that where you actually need that. But at the same time, for you need to learn this saying that I'll be telling people all the time, that it's people that just give and give and give and give. At the end of the day, you can show a motherfucker where the water is, but you can't tell them.
You can't make them drink.
Can't make them drink.
I can drown their ass, but they can't make them drink.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say before we end the show tonight, you know what I'm saying? I want to see Hurshside real quick. If No Limit take you to the water, cause we can take you to the water now. Is Hurshside gonna drink?
Shit.
No, take me to the water. I'll show you something.
That's all we gotta say. We getting the
Say,
show.
said, I
We
can
getting the
show
show
you-
right there.
I can give
I'll
you
show
the
you
work,
better
but
than
I
I can
can't
tell
show
you.
you. I can give you the work, but I can't show you where to go.
Look what I'm doing. Look what I do by myself. Look at just the work I do by myself. Regardless of whether it's consistent or not. When I do work, look at the work I do by myself.
Now make it consistent.
Imagine if I had a team behind me.
But you gotta be consistent
You in the
so the
room.
team.
It would be
can-
easier to be consistent if I had a team behind me, gang. I do this shit by myself. So if I had a team behind me, it'd be
I do.
different.
So
I do
in
too.
it. So hold on. In it like that. I'm in it like that. Let's say this. We're gonna do something different. Because we don't want to just be sitting on the couch. We don't want to just be doing interviews. We're gonna be doing skits. We're gonna be doing movies. We're gonna be doing music videos. So by Hurshside being the first artist that we had in the building for the new studio and shit like that, he's on a No Limit. He's on a No Limit Radio and Podcast. Even if we gotta switch the name, we might have to switch the name eventually. But guess what? No Limit Radio and Podcast. We got Hurshside Dinero. And watch from this episode from 2025 in February from 2026. If shit don't change, I'll stop this podcast. I stop everything that's going.
I'm gonna keep it going. Don't worry, guys.
But you ain't got to because shit gonna work.
Exactly.
He said they ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop, so just watch how it work.
I'm gonna keep like as soon as he turn around and be like, I don't think it's gonna. Shut up! It's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
Yeah, catch this.
So with that being said, man, tell them where you from. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can hear all your.
Y'all know where the fuck I'm from. And for those who don't know where I'm from 171st Grand Confer. I'm Bronx, baby. You heard? Hurshside Dinero, we outside. It's Hurshside gang.
Yeah.